I am Dr. Jeffrey Michael Strong, and I remember 2018 when the Super Lutein Myrto Plus product was first launched. I really wish I could be there with you today, but in exchange, I have prepared a very special presentation for you. For your audience is highly knowledgeable about the myrtogenol combination. So today I will be drilling down on the data supporting pycnogenol, the pine bark extract, for women's health. Let's start first with the myrtogenol combination though. Now myrtogenol is a unique combination of two very powerful natural plant extracts. Pycnogenol, the pine bark extract, a pioneer in pine bark extract, and Myrtoselect, a unique bilberry extract. Both of these were developed more than 50 years ago to be pharmaceutical ingredients, but over 50 years of use have shown them to be safe enough to be used as health food ingredients. This is a very unique combination because in some countries, they are still both used as pharmaceutical products to treat disease. But in most countries in the world, they are consumed on a daily basis to support overall body health. When our research combined these two very powerful ingredients together, they found a new action that had never been reported, and that was to maintain healthy eye pressure. Well, why is that important? Because it reduces the risk of the #1 cause of irreversible blindness in the world, the condition known as glaucoma. And for this action, the myrtogenol combination has been patented internationally in 23 countries. Now, pycnogenol, the pine bark extract, has more than 160 clinical studies on itself alone. And all of these clinical studies show that it is a super antioxidant, that's a natural anti-inflammatory, decreasing body aches and pains. It's still used as a pharmaceutical in many countries as to support the health of the circulatory system and improve blood flow. And it supports the health and the appearance of our skin. Now, Myrtoselect is also supported by multiple clinical studies and has similar benefits to pycnogenol in that it supports the healthy function of the blood vessels, it is a powerful antioxidant, and unique to Myrtoselect is that it recycles rhodopsin, a very important pigment in our eyes. And here is the patent, which you can see is now ratified in 23 countries around the world, and this is for the action of maintaining a healthy eye pressure and decreasing the risk of glaucoma. You should also know that there is an important study that was conducted in Japan showing the combination of these myrtogenol with the carotenoids has a very powerful effect in the body. Now, this study was on the Super Lutein Myrto Plus product and announced in 2013 in Japan. The subjects in the study all had what you would consider lifestyle diseases. And they took standard doses of the Super Lutein Myrto Plus product for 8 weeks. In the study, they saw a significant reduction of triglycerides back to a healthy level. They saw improvement in liver function, improvement in kidney function, and also blood flow down to the microcapillary levels in our body. And at the same time, they saw a very pronounced boost in the antioxidant status in the blood, which supports the synergistic findings that can be expected with this combination of very powerful water-soluble antioxidants with the fat-soluble antioxidants. So in our body, we have over 40 trillion cells, and each one of these cells has a fatty lipid membrane. So if a free radical attacks these cells, and you have enough carotenoids in your system, then the carotenoids can neutralize this free radical attack and prevent damage. But free radicals can appear in the watery environments in our body too, in the blood, in the lymph, etc. And this is where the action of myrtogenol is very important to neutralize the free radicals in the water environment. And it's this powerful combination of these two very powerful antioxidants that provides a synergistic effect. And this synergistic effect was first reported out of a study from Showa University in Japan, where they combined the two very powerful ingredients, lutein and pycnogenol together, and their combination showed a very unexpected plus 60% increase in antioxidant potential above and beyond the calculated and expected effect. It was 1.6 times stronger than the calculated and expected effect. This was a highly profound and unexpected synergy in these two very powerful antioxidants. But the rest of our talk today will be focusing on pycnogenol, the unique pine bark extract, and its actions in women's health. Now, pine bark extract has been used for more than 2,500 years to support human health. And the modern extract of pycnogenol has been studied in more than 50 clinical studies. You'll be happy to know that pycnogenol is produced 100% sustainably, with no chemicals or fertilizers that are used in producing the trees, and there's no GMO materials used in the production of pycnogenol. The pycnogenol, of the 160 clinical studies, many of them focus on women's health related to menopause, decreasing menstrual pain, and improving the appearance of the skin, as well as hair. Why is this important? Because menstrual issues are a huge issue for every woman in their lifetime. And this is not just a daily issue or monthly issue for these women, but it is now becoming recognized as an economic issue for each country. This is data from Japan, where 90% of women complain of having monthly menstrual symptoms. And it has been published that it is expected that the cost of these mismanagement of these menstrual issues by the Japanese medical community is costing the Japanese medical economy more than $3 billion every year. This is huge, let alone the impact on every month in these women's lives. In the United States, it's very similar. Again, more than 90% of women complain of monthly menstrual symptoms. 45% of work days missed by women are related to menstrual symptoms. 1 in 3 women have to quit their activities of daily life each month to deal with such symptoms. And related to menopause alone, it's estimated it's impacting the American economy with a loss of $1.8 billion a year. This is where pycnogenol comes in, because there are now 4 clinical studies that show it significantly relieves menstrual pain. This is the first such study in which the women took pycnogenol for 4 weeks. At the end of 4 weeks, they saw a 73% reduction in the number of women who had pain. This was a huge finding, which has further been supported in 3 other studies. Even severe pain in conditions that are hard to treat, like endometriosis. In this particular study, they compared subjects who were taking a treatment of leuprolin acetate, which blocks hormone release and stops the menstrual cycle. This relieves symptoms, but there are many side effects, including increasing risk of osteoporosis or brittle bone disease. Pycnogenol has no impact on estrogen production or hormone production, and it is safe enough to be taken every day. And from the beginning of the study through the entire length of the study, you saw a steady and significant decrease in pain scores. It was a huge finding when it was reported in 2007. Also, the actions of supporting antioxidant and blood flow, decreasing inflammation, improve the health of the reproductive organs, and 5 women in this study were able to get pregnant taking pycnogenol. And these findings have now been supported and confirmed in 2 other clinical studies as well. Because of these powerful actions, pycnogenol was able to obtain an international patent for the treatment of menstrual pain, including dysmenorrhea. But let's talk about symptoms related to low estrogen. So this occurs most pronounced in menopause, but it also occurs each month in the PMS period, about 1 week before the menses start. And you can see many symptoms that can develop as a result of low estrogen. Now, pycnogenol does not act like an estrogen. It's not a phytoestrogen, but it does have many effects that support these symptoms, relieve these symptoms that can be seen with low estrogen. This has been shown in more than 5 clinical studies now in menopausal women. The most recent one was published in 2023. We'll look at the one from Japan, which used a relatively low dose of pycnogenol and showed significant benefit. It was a gold standard, double-blind, placebo-controlled study, and it showed significant relief of many menopause symptoms in only 3 months. Now, they first showed a significant reduction in hot flashes and night sweats. And this was from only taking pycnogenol for 1 month, and even better after 3 months. Then fatigue symptoms were dramatically improved by nearly 50% at 3 months. And sleep quality improved dramatically within only 1 month of taking pycnogenol, and even better at 3 months. And the total symptom scores decreased by more than 50% at 3 months with pycnogenol, far better than placebo. But the most exciting findings, recent findings related to this were announced in 2023 related to hair growth. Yes, a double-blind placebo-controlled study showed that taking pycnogenol significantly improved hair growth in perimenopausal women. So these women took pycnogenol or placebo for 6 months, and they looked at how pycnogenol improved the health of the scalp, the hair, the skin on the top of the head. It improved skin barrier function and moisture content in the scalp, which improves the health of the scalp. It massively improved the blood flow through the scalp, improving better nutrient delivery and promoting better hair growth, which was seen in as little as 2 months of taking pycnogenol. A 30% increase in hair growth in these women, shown as an increase in hair density. At 6 months, it was still maintained positively at 23%. So, sorry for the rush, but I hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the research behind pycnogenol supporting women's health, relieving menstrual pain, relieving symptoms of low estrogen, such as in PMS and menopause, and even helping to support hair growth in women throughout the lifetime. And remember, pycnogenol is a very powerful natural plant extract combined with Myrto Select to make the myrtogenol combination. And while you may not have been looking for it, I expect that many of you women who have been taking the Superlutein Myrto Plus product have already experienced these benefits. I look forward to seeing you all again soon. Thank you very much. Arigatou gozaimasu.